something? At first I was afraid of making this video because, Jesus, I don't want to touch this. I really don't want to touch this. I feel like I'm not the person to do it, but yet I am the person to do it, so I'll do it. At first I was scared. I'm not gonna lie. I was afraid. I didn't know how to approach this topic, so I've kind of been alluding to it. But now I'm hyped, now I'm ready to get into it. So let's just get messy. If this is my last video on Nets Republic, let me just say it has been so much fun, and I wish someone else would try to tackle the type of topics I do every single night, but that's neither here nor there. So welcome back to Nets Republic. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so please tell a Nets fan to subscribe to the channel. Hopefully the next video you see will be from me, because after this, who knows what's going to happen, but that's neither here nor there. You see the title of the video, Kyrie Irving has been suspended. Yes, that man's gone. That man has been suspended by the Brooklyn Nets. If you have not seen, Sean Marks and the Brooklyn Nets put out some things saying that the Nets and Kyrie Irving will donate $500,000 each to something because Kyrie Irving posted okay, let's just go all the way back. Because we've never really addressed this on camera. Kyrie Irving put out a tweet. We talked about the Alex Jones one already, so we can just ignore that. But he put out a tweet, and it was to an Amazon link, I believe, and it was for a documentary. It was a Hotep documentary, and y'all know how the Hoteps get down. You know, it's a very thin line between black empowerment and anti-Semitics, I guess. I am not saying that being pro-black means you're anti-Semitic, but in the land of Hoteps, it's such a thin line. It's just a matter of time. You see it with Nick Cannon. You see it with Kanye. It's just a matter of time before the quote-unquote conscious become anti. It's just what seems to happen. I very rarely see where we get there and it's not the case. You see with Dr. Umar Johnson, like, you know, it's just the pipeline. That's just how it goes. It's not always the case, but it is a majority of the time, even down to reading the label on your Dr. Bronner's hair soap. It's just a matter of time. You just read a couple sentences and wait, what about Jerusalem? It's just a matter of time, but that's neither here nor there. So Kyrie Irving posted a Hotep documentary, which had some wild things in it, because it's a Hotep documentary, and everyone got upset. As they should, because it's like, why are you spreading this type of foolishness, bro? What are you doing? My guy? So when he was called out on it, they had a little media press conference, and Kyrie Irving got out there and tripled down on what he posted and said, I put that out there. I'm not responsible for what's in the video, but I put that out there because I felt like at the time this is something that I needed to spread awareness on. Now, how it is that you can be putting something out and wanting to spread awareness on something, but then not being responsible for what is in the context of the video or the movie is beyond me. But Kyrie making sense is something that neither of us are accustomed to. And I mean neither of us as in you watching the video. No one's accustomed to that. This is just more of the same. And just remember before I continue, y'all didn't want Harden. But everything that's going on with Kyrie's fine. You didn't just want to keep Harden. That's fine. We'll keep the story going. So Sean Marks came out after everyone on planet Earth is saying, yo, what's up with Kyrie? What's good with your mans? It's like when you go to the party and you bring a friend and you're expecting everything's going to go fine, but your friend just starts going left and starts doing wild stuff and everyone's looking at you like, yo, you're going to check your mans or not? And it's like, well, I did bring him to the party, but is he my responsibility? And everyone in the room says, yes, you brought him. So it's basically that. Sean Marks had to come out and defend himself yet again and say that, yes, this is the controversial the controversial Kyrie Irving, the one that we are all aware of. And controversial Kyrie is saying controversial things, big shock. We are talking with him, doing sensitivity training, all the stuff that you would see in any other form or fashion or any other form of media or any platform where someone does something wild. They're doing the sensitivity training. Everything's going to be okay. But until then, we're not going to let him speak to the media. So they go ahead with the fine, if you will. It's more of a donation, but the fine. Kyrie Irving doesn't have an apology in sight. It's just the Nets putting out the little thing. Adam Silver earlier today put out a statement saying he's disappointed because there has yet to be an apology from Kyrie Irving. So the Brooklyn Nets decided with the just such a golden idea. It's almost like they set him up. I almost personally think, this might be a conspiracy theory of my own, but I think they might have set Kai up. I think they're so sick of all of this that they just set this man up. They put him in front of cameras again, and what do you think happened? This man, Kyrie, triple, single, triple, doubled, quarter pounder, some other measurement I don't know, quadrupled down on everything he said and basically said, if you're offended, it is what it is. And then apologize. All he has to do, whether he believes it or not, is just say, my bad, and we can move on. But Kyrie refused yet again. So it has been announced within the last couple minutes, might be an hour because of how YouTube is or whatever, but there's just so much to tell y'all, that Kyrie Irving has been suspended. Let us read this together, shall we? The Nets say Kyrie Irving will be suspended without pay until he satisfies a series of objective remedial measurements that address the harmful impact of his conduct, and the suspension period served is no less than 5 games. So Kyrie, even if he just says, you know what, y'all got me, the jig is up, right? Even if he comes out and says, my bad for the anti-Semitic, right? He can't come back for 5 games. So we can go ahead and pencil in right about now that we're losing the next 5 games, fellas. We can just go ahead and pencil that one in, because it's a wrap. It's a wrap. We finna be 2-11. So basketball-wise, let's just pencil that one in. We're done. The season's done. Blow it up. Just blow it up. Because it's done. But not only is Kyrie going to be gone for 5 games, at minimum, that is assuming that this man just immediately comes out and apologizes. But that means that Kyrie Irving, regardless, has single-handedly taken the season again. You can't make it up. I went into this season and said on camera, there is no possible way he can mess this one up. There's no vaccine mandates. You got what you wanted. And y'all are sitting there getting mad at me because I miss Harden. This is something else. It doesn't matter what my personal thoughts are on Kyrie Irving. It doesn't matter how I feel about the things he posts. Doesn't really matter anymore. Pick a side, whatever you want to do. It doesn't matter anymore. We are having to live with, yet again, the consequences of Kyrie Irving's actions to the detriment of the team. Forget if you agree with him. Forget if you feel like he's being set up or silenced or whatever. Whatever spectrum you lie on doesn't even matter anymore because action has been taken. And you know he's not going to apologize. He didn't budge on the vaccine stuff. What makes you think he's going to budge on this one? My guy, it is a wrap. The season's done. We're 2 weeks in, and the season is done. I'm not going to step any more in this minefield of a conversation. I'm going to just leave it at that. But I just want you all to know that I have been trying to warn y'all for a calendar year now. I've been trying to tell y'all. This man will single-handedly destroy the Nets organization. And he's done it yet again. James Harden said it's either me or him. And this is what Nets ownership chose. This is what most of y'all wanted. So let me ask Sean Marks, Joe Tsai, Kevin Durant, all parties involved, and every single one of you. Are you happy? Is this what you wanted?